We're going to read the last person, that's Renee, and we're going to offer what we see here and feel for James, aka Jimmy, her father. And first thing that came to me, just letting you know, I just hear a lot of clapping. It's almost like either there was either some big get-togethers, or I just hear a lot of people clapping. That was the first thing that came to me. Now this either could be either A at church or A at there was just a lot of events or a lot of big get-togethers where people were clapping. But definitely clapping was the first thing that came to me. So I don't know exactly why he's clapping, unless he's just very happy and thrilled about what you're doing, Renee. And that could be another thing why he's clapping. Very happy and thankful that you're actually moving in the direction you're moving, or that he's proud of you for what you've been doing. So that was the first thing that came to me, was the clapping. So, and that to me, represents being very proud and very happy with you as a daughter. Also, it almost feels to me too. I'm getting chill bumps too with him too. So I'm assuming that his energy is very close to you, or maybe you even connect with him, or maybe feel him around you, because definitely whenever I get chill bumps, that tells me that energy is close. Either it's close to me or close to you, and most likely it's probably close to you. That was the first thing. Another thing that came to me. Also, it almost feels like to me like either he's showing me either crossword puzzles, or he's showing me Scrabble, or he's showing me games. It seems like either this was part of his life that he actually did this stuff, because I keep seeing, it looks like to me like games, like crosswords or crossword puzzles or Scrabble. Definitely I'm seeing games being played that also was given to me, which is interesting, but and I keep seeing the letter S, so I don't know where the S is coming from, but it's almost like he's taking a Scrabble square and giving me the S for some reason, which is interesting. That he would give me the S, so I don't know if that represents spring or something to do with the S. And also, it almost feels like it almost feels to me like almost it was a fast passing. It's like I just took a deep breath, and then it almost like maybe it was over very fast for him. And I don't know exactly how he passed, but it almost feels like he was there one minute and he was gone the next. That's what I'm feeling that came to me. Or maybe that's just how it was in the last moments, it's like he was talking to him or communicating with him, and all of a sudden, boom, he was gone. So that also was given to me. Now, another thing that came to me that's being given to me, it almost feels like a connection to baseball or sports. I keep seeing, to me it looked like it was baseball, or maybe a liking to sports, but definitely it was being given to me, so maybe he actually enjoyed this. Just sitting around and actually watching the sports are connected to baseball. That also was given to me. And let me see, and it almost feels like to me like he actually enjoyed his vehicle too. I feel like he was kind of the person that would actually take care of things. And he actually liked to do the extra stuff to his vehicles, like maybe even clean the leather, or clean the wheels, or just like he went that extra to make sure things look nice. I feel that's the kind of person I'm looking at here, or the energy I'm picking up. And sometimes I might pick up your own energy too, so maybe I might be picking up some of the stuff that you are too, that you're that kind of person that like to keep things in order, keep things neat and clean. But definitely that was also given to me. And I'm getting a name around him too, and maybe you might have to check on this name, but I'm getting the name of Roger. Roger came to me, and I don't know exactly where that's coming from, but Roger did come to me, and this is a name. And usually whenever I get a name, they're usually connected to that name someplace, and maybe you have to check around. Since this is your father, maybe maybe it was a friend of his, or maybe there's a story behind Roger. But definitely Roger was given to me, and I'm going to keep on going with your father. And also, it almost feels to me like it seems like to me like maybe at one point he was actually maybe either hurt or maybe a situation where he actually was very slow getting around, like something happened to him. It almost feels like he's having a hard time either walking or a hard time maybe with his back or issues with his back. But definitely I feel him being really slow, like he hurt himself or something. That also was being given to me. And also it almost feels like it seems like he also had a connection to the water. It seems like maybe he just loved being around the water because I keep seeing waterfall. Love to go out and do fishing or enjoy the water or just enjoy the pictures of water and nature and stuff. But definitely there's some kind of connection to waterfalls. And maybe you both love waterfalls, or maybe you both have a liking to waterfalls. Maybe that's what he's showing to me. Or maybe some pictures around the house with the waterfalls. But definitely I keep seeing the waterfall with him, so this is interesting. And also, let me keep going on with him. And also, it almost feels to me like it almost feels like I don't know if he even liked the old gangster movies because I keep hearing something to do with gangster, Bellanger, stories like that. Maybe he actually liked watching them because I keep seeing these guys with the black hats, are connected to something like that, police, gangster connection. I'm feeling that too. Also, is coming to me, being shown to me. Yeah, it almost feels like I don't know, maybe he was interested in that stuff, or maybe did some research about it, or has a connection in the family to back in the gangster times. Because I definitely, and maybe it's just, maybe that's just something that was interesting to him, but definitely that was given to me. Let me keep going. Also, it feels like I don't know but it feels like there's another energy around him, and it feels to me like there's a young male around him on the other side. I don't know who the young male is, but I keep seeing a young male around him, so maybe you can do some research on that and figure out who that is. But and it almost feels to me like the kid's around 13 years old. That's what I'm being given, and maybe that's just I don't know where this kid is, but I don't know. Sometimes energies, I'm sure they probably connect over there like they do here. They grab onto people that they like, and maybe this young boy likes your father over there, because definitely I see a 13-year-old kid around him, so which is interesting. So anyway, so well, I'll keep on going. With your father, Jimmy and James. So also, let me see what else comes to me. Yeah, I'm getting a major pressure in my head right now. Major pressure in my head, like the front of my head all the way to the back. I don't know exactly why this has happened to me, almost to the point where it's really hurting really bad. So I don't know if he had some kind of head injury or something going on with the head. But definitely I'm feeling some major pressure in my head with my brain squeezing to the front of my head. And usually I'm picking it up from somebody. It might even be from you, the pressure in the head. But I'm definitely picking up some pressure in the head from somebody connected to either him or with you, or maybe connected to that little boy. But definitely I feel some kind of pressure. Also, it almost feels like, it seems like your dad was is either like he liked to see things solved, or watch things solved, like crime shows or something. Because I keep hearing solved, like a solved case. That's what I'm getting. So maybe somebody in the family was interested in this, or you guys watch crime shows. But definitely I'm getting something about being connected to crimes. And I can go back to the gangsters again. See, it seems like I'm picking that up again. So, but anyways, also another thing comes to me is maybe this is a movie but I heard Biloxi Blues or something like that. So I'm assuming that's a show, movie, I think, that also was given to me. So maybe there's a connection there with your father, Biloxi Blues or something. I think I've heard something like that. I can't even say what the word is. But anyways, that also was given to me, and it feels like I don't know, I keep seeing Christmas time, so I don't know where the Christmas time is coming in, but I keep seeing snowflakes coming down, so I'm assuming that maybe there was something going on during that time with your dad. Either this was actually a big time of the year for him, or maybe the passing was close to in the wintertime, or connected to the wintertime. But definitely I see snowflakes coming down for some reason. It's being given to me. And maybe he just enjoyed wintertime, or maybe he never got to see the snow. I don't know. But there's definitely something going on with the snow that he's trying to show me. And maybe it's just actually, you ever see those snow globes? Maybe he's trying to say, talk about a snow globe. Definitely, because I just see the snow falling, which is interesting. So, and also it feels like I'm hearing kindred soul. That's what I'm hearing too. Kindred soul with him, and also it almost feels like there's a dog jumping up on me and licking me in the face. Now I don't know if he was good with the animals, but it almost feels like there's a dog jumping up and licking me in the face. So this might have been his favorite pet or a favorite dog that's trying to come through, that maybe passed, or maybe actually is still around, that he actually enjoyed a lot, but it's like a dog coming to me and licking me in the face. So I just want to let you know that also came through. Now I'm going to go ahead and hand over the reading to William. So there's just a few things that came through. So hopefully it made some sense. So here you go, William. Go ahead, buddy.
Okay, thank you, sir. I see him as bald, kind of a little bit of a long face, glasses, kind of a dark frame of glasses, and I see him in front in what looks like a big classroom. And it's interesting because I don't see a lot of desks or anything in it, but it seems like a classroom and like teaching. But maybe it's more research, maybe it's more working with adults along those lines, because it looks like a big empty space. There's materials along the side, but he's up at a chalkboard or a whiteboard type of a thing and writing things out. And let's see, there were a couple things that came as you were talking that triggered in me, and I'm trying to remember them. Let's see what else I'm getting at. There was the color gold is coming up, like gold-colored cars, old cars or something. James Bond, Goldfinger. I don't know what that means. It just flashed into my head. I'll throw it out there. It seems like somebody that could be fairly kind and gentle, although he didn't necessarily look the type. He looked a little bigger than that, but was a fairly warm person. Had a good sense of humor, but wasn't overly boisterous. He would laugh, but it wouldn't be the big belly laugh that you'd hear across the room type of a thing. Liked to read. That's one of the things I'm picking up. And having to be a little careful. There were things about him, I wasn't quite sure if I was reading him or my own father. And kind of a calm, not complacency, but a calm approval, and a calm joy and approval of you and who you are as a person, and pride in you, and very happy with you. But contentment I can see on his face that is just very warm, very loving that way, that isn't overly demonstrative with it. And somebody sending a hug, kind of around the shoulder. And something with money. Something with money. Not that he wasn't greedy that way. I think he made pretty decent money. And it was pretty free spending it, or helping other people out. And it seemed like he was a member of a fraternal order like the Elks or something like that. It seemed like I could see him in a situation like that, maybe playing cards or something in it. So hopefully some of that strikes and hits its own for you.
Well, thank you, William. You know, I think we're actually done with the show tonight. We did offer all of our readings.